Hi there everyone, in this video of PTC Creo, we will talk about how we can create section view inside PTC Creo Drawing. So here you can see there are two view plays and I would like to create some section here. For that, what we need to do is we need to go back to the model. And the reason why we are going back to the model because PTC Creo follow model-centric approach. I mean, all the information is basically stored in a model. So here we are now in PTC Creo Parametric modeling environment. Now we need to click here on view and then here you can see section is available. Now let's click here on this down arrow and here you're gonna see all these different variants of section or the different way how you create section in PTC Creo Parametric. So let's start with planar first. So if you want to create a planar section, all you need to do is you need to select a planar surface and then you can define where you want to create, and then it's all about specifying the value and the direction. Let's say I would like to define a planar cross section, and for that I have selected this particular plane and let me make the direction -30, and there we go. So here we can see this is how you can define planar cross section in PTC Creo Parametric. Now as soon as we hit OK, here we can see there is a new feature being added in model tree, and this particular one is separate from family tree. And the reason is that because the cross section is just a kind of cosmetic feature which will help us to understand certain cross section of a part of geometry. So it is not functional, I would say. And let me rename it so that it would be easier for us to understand which type of cross section was this. So I'm gonna write it as a planar cross section. Okay, now I'm gonna again go here in section and then let's click here on X section. So as soon as I hit here on X, you can see that there is a cross section that was created in the direction of X. And just like planar section, and maybe you might be thinking of what is then the difference between planar cross section and X. Well, planar cross section use plane as a reference, and then plane can be at any angle. Okay, it's not like always it will be at X direction. It can be at, let's say, 30 degree. Their plane is the reference, but here it work in absolute direction. So when we select X, here this is the way how we have created, and then further you can customize it by providing a required offset, and for that you can simply drag this arrow. Okay, so here we can also manually enter the value of offset. Let's say I would like to go 10 mm, and in this way guys we have created X type. Now there is an option of flip which kind of let you know that which part actually you want to keep of cross section, one side or other. We may also say whether you would like to keep left side or right. Now here we also have an option to do a cross section in Y direction as well as in Z direction. So you can basically use this kind of section as well based on your requirement. So I'm gonna quickly make it, and I'm gonna say Z, which kind of represent Z direction. Now let me again go back here and click on deactivate. Now the last cross section view that I would like to talk with you about is offset section. So when we select this kind of section and click on define, here we have option to further make the cross section two-dimensional. For example, I want this cross section to go through this hole as well as this hole. So what I can do here is I can do it like this and then can pass through here. Now let me click OK, and this is the way we have created a 2D cross section. Maybe I can name it as 2D, and now I'm gonna disable it. Now we have created 3 different type of cross section. Time now came to go back to drawing mode, and now let's utilize one such. Now there is one thing, let's say I would like to put a cross section view here. When we go here in section view, only the applicable section will appear here. So let me select here 2D section, and now here you can see the following cross section can be applied here. So let's click on apply, and now here we can see how it look. But this particular section sometimes makes sense, other time not. What I can do here is maybe I can go with Z direction. Okay, and then here we also have option to show either half or full, totally depending on you. So let's say when you select local, you may select a point and then encircle it. You only will show the cross section of that particular area. So all these things are possible here. Okay, now let's say you also would like to add arrows, so you can select cross section and the another view that kind of help you that where was the parting line. So in this way guys, you can also add arrow to your cross section. Now let me also add another cross section here. Let's delete this. Maybe I'm gonna also delete this particular cross section, but before that let me also show you what are all other important customization available there. So here you can see on the top, you can define the angle of this hatching. Then you can also define how close you would like to keep these hatching. So all these customizations are available such that you can customize it the way you want. Okay, now let me again go back here and view properties, and let's disable this cross section. Now I'm gonna add another cross section here. For that, again, let's go to properties and then 2D section, and in this particular one I'm gonna go with the planar one. Okay, so here we can see the planar cross section is there, and we can always rename it. Maybe instead of planar you would like to call it AA, that you can always change the name. Now again, I'm gonna go here in layout and let's select arrow, and now I'm gonna select this both, and there we go. Here we can see we have added this planar. Now one more thing I want to tell you, that what we can do is we can select this planar and can also flip the material removal direction. So this is also the possibility there. So based on your requirement, you can choose the suitable view. So that's how guys, we have seen how we can create cross-sectional view in PTC Creo Parametric. Hope you find this video helpful and informational. If so, then please make sure you subscribe to Engineering Pritam to follow more such tutorials related to engineering topics, and I will catch you soon with one such another video. Till then, you take care and bye bye.